right, good day everyone. This is part 3 of the series of Flutter from scratch. This is absolutely beginner course, and yeah, which we'll be learning that first before moving to Flutter. And in our last video, we were able to go through how we can install VS Code, download SDK, and the likes. And in this video, we'll be moving to how we can actually install Android Studio. And what is Android Studio? Android Studio is actually an IDE. It's a Google IDE for Android device application development, but in our case we won't be using that. I think I made mention of it earlier. We're using VS Code, but we need the emulator. We need to use the emulator. We need to use the configuration and license to build our application. Even most of the time I'll be building with my mobile phone. And does really that make sense? Most of the time you might be building with your mobile phone, but I'll try as much as possible to be using emulator so that you can see whatever we are building. And anytime we need to run on iOS, or maybe when we get to the level whereby we need to switch to Mac laptop, I'm going to switch to Mac laptop so that you can be seeing how it's going to be on iPhone also. All right, without wasting much of our time, we need to get right into it. All right, we just need to come to our Chrome browser and type Android Studio, and you see the first thing you see, that's it. Actually, Google owns Android World. Okay, just give it to them. Google is a very fantastic company, actually. All right, I'll just click this. Let's go through it from the home page. All right, we are here. You can download it. The release, Google actually release version time to time. The upgrade, the speed is very competitive. You have to be up and learning, up and building, yeah, to meet up. That is it. They are not sleeping. Likewise, one should not be sleeping actually to be able to get to where we are going. All right, we can just download this. So I think that's the latest version at this time. Okay, download. Just go through. They want us to go through this. Just click I agree, and you can just download. And this is going to download in a few minutes. Okay. Do I need a badge? No, I don't. All right. Looking at this, it's going to take a little bit of time, and I don't want our video to be long unnecessarily. I will just pause the video and continue when the Android Studio file is downloaded before we continue with installation. All right, thank you. We've been able to successfully download the Android Studio. Yeah, I click on this again. It's we downloaded VS Code, but this is the Android Studio that we downloaded. We can open it from here, and we can actually go to the download folder and get it downloaded. I can close this. Everybody knows to operate system. I don't have to treat us like a kid actually, but definitely let's just go through it normally. Okay. Yeah, just double click. Normal way of installing softwares. All right. This is going to take a little bit of time, but we're going to pause and come back again. Definitely, because I don't want anything that is going to waste our time or make this video to be too long. This is loading already. Okay. All right. You should be processing some things. Okay. Installation completed, and next, and definitely we need to start and see what is there. Actually, I don't want to send anything. I don't want any background process on my system. All right, this is cool. Yeah, standard actually. All right, this is fantastic. We need all this installed. All right, just pick accepted, and we next, and it will start downloading and unzipping a lot of things. The bundles, the Gradles, a lot of things will be downloaded, and actually I will not want to waste our time with this actually, but when it's installed, definitely you can skip it on your end. This is video, that is why you will be able to see so many things that is getting installed on your system. And if you have any question while watching the video, you can drop it in the comment section, and definitely I'm going to pick it up and answer you. If it's required to create a video for it, I will. If it's not, if it's just what I can just respond through a text response on the comments, definitely I'm going to do that. All right. Okay. Right, the download is completed. You can see SDK, the Android SDK is downloaded. So many bunch of things. The emulator is downloaded. Yeah, basically those are what I could be able to identify, and we can click on finish, and voila, we're done. And I could have created a new project just to be able to show us what Android Studio is all about, how it looks like, but because we are not making use of it, and that's it. If not for the SDK, the Android SDK that we need to build our Android application, when we write the Flutter code to develop our Android, to design the app, to build it, to have the APK, you need the Android SDK to build that. That's what is going to bundle up the app, and once it's built, it can be installed on any Android phone. All right, and yeah, basically that is it. When we get to Mac, we are going to follow the same process on Mac laptop, and it's not going to be totally different. It's not going to be too different. Just a little bit of differences between. All right. Okay. That would be all for this. Let's go to the terminal. I would like to close this and reopen so that it can sync. And all what I need to do is to actually seek for the license. Yes, we need to let Google to license the whatever application, because we Flutter is open source, and it has to be licensed. It's licensed by by Google community, and because of that, you have to let your Flutter to be licensed so that every application you are building are actually a licensed application. Although there's still another level of license there, but at least this is the first level of what you need to do after you've installed your what do we call it the Android Studio. You just type Flutter, okay, Flutter Doctor, then that should be dash dash Android hyphen licenses, and we press OK, and definitely this should bring up something. All right. Says Android SDK Manager not found. Okay, I think we need to check this. So why that shouldn't, what the issue might be. Let's quickly debug. What I suggest is, what I suspect actually is parts. Probably the parts is not yet okay. Do Gemini, yeah. So slice Gemini. Let's utilize Gemini to fix this. Okay, not to waste your time, let me cross check whatever the issue might be, and we get back to this, and we can actually fix it together. There's nothing special. Yeah. Okay. There's classically okay to fix. Okay, I need to open the SDK Manager. Alright, this is the Android Studio, and I think there's some things I need to do. Okay, it says I should click on more. That is the three dots, more, and open SDK Manager. Okay, this is the SDK Manager, and the Android SDK command line 2 is installed. Alright, I think that's all. There's nothing to apply any longer. Yeah, and we can click OK. Well, let me check. Okay. Alright, then we can type the command again. I can copy this and rest. There's no need to copy. I can just, okay, I want to press R up, but it's the CLI might not be updated. I need to close this and reopen, and got so good. I've copied the command. I'll just paste and run again. Then this should work fine now. Okay. Wow. Fantastic. All right. It says review licenses that have not been accepted here. Okay. Put yes. It should be accepted. And definitely yes. You can go through a bunch of this. You just agreement terms and agreement. More. Which they say yes. Just keep saying yes. Y is for yes, and is for no. At any point you type no, the process will just terminate. Bam. All right, fantastic. You can see all SDK licenses accepted. All right, you can just clear with CLS. CLS means clear on the command prompt, and I think basically that is that. What's just next for us is to um, install the emulator we want to be using. We just install something very small so that our system will not be slow. Yeah, I think that is just what we need to do. And we just go back to the Android Studio actually, and everything used to be on more, and we can see virtual devices. Alright, it's telling us to create a new virtual device. I've clicked that. There should be a pop-up. Alright, this is cool. Yeah, phone is okay. If you want different, you can see Android. Yeah, actually, you can build for any, almost all devices run Android now. TV, smartwatch, even spaceship, all those things, rockets, they run on Android. Even cars, they run on Android these days. But for now, we are still on the mobile level. Let's just continue. I think there's a warning here. Let's look at it. Android emulator, iPods, OSO driver is not installed. Okay, let's install that. Anything that is getting it's the warning still exists. We can see I actually close everything and reopen. I mean the whole Android Studio, but the error still exists actually. Few seconds. Alright, let's click on it does not load. Finish. Okay, thank you. Let's click on device manager again and click on create virtual device. My goodness, what's that noise? Okay, you can see that the error still persists. Then I had to give this error to Gemini to help with it, and it suggested some things which we are going to follow. Says we should check this. I've actually checked earlier. Then you can see, let's check together. This is a debugging session. This is how to fix issue. This is how to fix error. Back in the days actually when there's no AI, 7 years ago, actually there's no AI. We have to go to what do we call this, Stack Overflow. But now AI has make everything easy. And this is not running. Actually, you can see the state is stop instead of running. Yeah, if it says stop, then go to step 2. Alright, so just copy this. Just copy this and paste on the. Let's go to the stats and let's paste this and let's open it. Okay, let's put this side by side. Says we should do this. This is Ep.3 and it says note this will temporarily pause WSL2 if you are using it. I'm not using it, but I'm not using it here. Okay, just a note. Let's check it. The virtual platform, then Windows iPad platform and Windows Sandbox. Alright. Okay, this is not clickable. Okay, let's click it. Let's get them installed. Okay, this might take a while also. I think this is the solution. Okay, I think this is faster than I think. Oh, fantastic. Alright, I think this requires us to restart the system. Definitely we're going to restart that. We're going to stop this video and we'll come back. Alright, once we restart, I think we continue from here. Restart to install all those things that Gemini asks us to install, and we've restarted our system. And okay, what is next is we need to check, right? We need to check, but before we check, let's see. Said we should, after restart, we should run these prompts. Let's check if it's running yet. Let's check if it's running. Okay, it's not yet running. Okay, and we can copy this and run now. So we should run this. But even before we run it, can we check on that feature again? Can you check on feature. There's it. Let's see if all those things that we installed is actually installed. Okay, they are installed. They are shaded already. All right, that's fantastic. Okay, we can close this and we can run the last command now. Okay, what's going on? Okay, something is wrong. Sorry for that. Let's try. All right. It says service denied. Okay. Operation field 5. Okay, before then, let's even check our Android Studio. Probably everything is fine. Okay, it's loading. Okay. Android Studio is heavy. Okay. I actually went ahead to Device Manager and I'm trying to create another one and see if the error still persists. The error still persists, and that means we have to give this warning. We have to give this warning to AI so that it helps. I don't know why all this, because it belongs installed. Um, uh, okay, it said still not working. Check your BIOS. If SA start still fraud, it means hardware. Okay, it's turned off. Okay, if can verify this quickly without restart. Okay, Control Shift Escape. That's Task Manager. Okay. Go to Performance. Okay. And I think GPU. The GPU virtualization should be here somewhere. Let me check. Let's confirm. Okay, yeah, I think it's CPU. CPU virtualization is disabled. Yeah, that's correct. I think I can remember all this now. I think I did something like this when I was installing it then on my previous laptop. Okay, I won't be able to record this for you, but you can check online because the software I'm using for recording won't actually record while booting because the process is booting. You just need to check it online how you can actually turn on the, where is it? Let me show you again. This is it. Virtualization is the disabled so that we can turn it on. I told you I have to use this laptop. I've never used it for anything related to mobile development or Android development. Alright. Okay, I think this is where we're going to end this for now. And we still have one more thing. We actually need to create that device, but let's fix this issue, then come back. We are going to now create a virtual device. Yeah. All right. Bye. I hope you are able to resolve the virtualization when you go to online search what the issue is. Enable, just search out to enable virtualization, and it's going to actually comes up to you to just follow this step by, because you have to restart the system and the screen won't get recorded on restarting. That's why I won't be able to help with that. Okay. All right. We can just quickly confirm. We can press Ctrl Shift Escape again to go to Task Manager and go to Performance, and we're on CP already, and we can see virtualization is not enabled, and we can just go to our Android Studio one more time. All right, so this is processing on the background. Okay, is up, trying to come up. Sorry about that. I actually want to keep all my video very short and helpful, but for one reason or the other, they are just getting too long. But definitely, I'm going to do much better. Go to Device Manager one more time. Click on More option, Virtual Device Manager, Create. I hope the error is fixed now. Just want to check. I don't know if it's fixed or not. Okay, I think fantastic. This is cool now. The error is fixed, and yeah, that is it. One advice I'm going to give to you when you're installing this device, you can see you can install any device actually, but we are dealing with phone. How to build mobile application is all what we're about at the moment. Make sure you pick anyone that have store. Please don't pick any of the device that do not have store, and depends on system configuration to be able to carry the device. Actually, that's what I'm going to just advise. Uh, which one should we install? Anything Pro used to make sense actually. We have 7 Pro, we have 8 Pro, we have 9 Pro. I don't want to go to I. Let me do 7 Pro. Yeah, we can install multiple. Let's do 7 Pro. If it's not perfect, then we can go below more, or we can go higher, either of the two. Let's install 7 Pro first, and we can move later. Alright, let's just say next. I think that's all. I don't want to make it complicated actually. Just install that. No image. Okay. I was scared. Yeah. Yeah, pick this image for it. Android 17 up, down bit to 17, that will be too big for it. Okay, just Ep.3, Android 14. We just have to be careful with the Android image we're going to be using. Task store, that's fine. We make sure it has store. Should we just go for default? Let's go for default. If it doesn't make sense, we can reduce it. Okay. Alright, so finish. Yeah, it's fine by me, 2 gig. That's fine. I think we've selected this, and this is going to download. It's going to take a while. we're going to be pausing this and coming back to it later. So the Android, or what do we call it, device here, the virtual device has been installed completely, and we just need to finish, and this is going to refresh actually. Yeah, creating the AVD. This should not take time. The AVD is the Android virtual device. That's what it means. Okay. All right. Okay, fantastic. Now you can see that we don't have that create here again. You can use this button if you want to add more. But now we have this virtual device. You can delete it. I believe here. Yeah, you can delete it. Though, if this is going to be stressing us, we can use Visor. There's a software called Visor, and we can use phone link. Actually, there's a phone link. Excuse me. There's a phone link that we can actually make use of to connect the device with the laptop, and I can actually be sharing the screen when I'm building. I can be sharing whatever is going on my phone on the laptop, because most of the time I'm going to be recording my laptop screen for us to be able to learn whatever we want to learn. All right, so let's try and play. The play button is this, and see how it's going to look like. Alright, we're actually almost done with this. Says the emulator process for this has terminated for a reason or the other, I believe. And yeah, that's it. Let's just run this session up, and we move to how we can be writing our Dart code in the next tutorial. Alright, let's do one more thing and see that all is good. Before we go, you can just open the controller and check if everything is good. Just say Flutter Doctor, Flutter Doctor, and everything should be good. Actually, this will take a few seconds. Alright. Okay, says Visual Studio not installed. Yeah, we don't need Visual Studio actually. We don't need it. I think everything is good, but if actually we need it, definitely we're going to download this. But I think, let me check further. Okay, we don't need it actually. All is good. All right, thank you for watching my video to this to the end, and we continue from the next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with those who actually needed to learn Flutter, learn that from scratch, move to Flutter, and be able to start building their application. Thank you, and God bless. Bye bye.